See how shy she's being? Mate, where you going, man? Come here. Why are you hiding? She's being shy. So we're just in Transform Gym, my new home. We're gonna go with the man like Skegs.
Yeah, boy.
So we're gonna go through a leg session today and we're gonna get into it and get some gym talk going. All right, follow me in. Right, sweet. So today we're starting off, we're doing like a hamstring dominant session, hamstring and glutes. So I like to start off with a hip flip, you know, I forgot what it's called now. The booty builder. We're gonna start off with some hip thrusters. Hit the glutes first because that's like a priority area for myself. I want to sort of build the glutes a bit more. Quads and the hamstrings grow quite well, but the glutes just lagging a little bit. So we're going to get into that a few sets and then we'll taper it around from there. So just going to do like a light warm-up set and build into it. I like to do a few feeder sets when I do my workouts. When you start your training session or when you're doing your exercises, when you first start, you essentially want to build into your weight and your working weight. So then when you start the first set, you're going to maximize your strength output. Now what I mean by that is you don't want to waste energy by doing lots and lots of sets just for the sake of doing warm-up sets. When you're warming up, you want to make sure you execute good techniques. So your warm-up sets are there to improve technique so you can practice what you're doing. But at the same time, you want to build up and prime your body, prime your central nervous system so that you're firing all cylinders when you come to your working sets. So obviously I like to start off nice and light, make sure you get good blood flow and good connection with the muscle. And then from there, we're going to build into it and get some heavy sets into there, all right? Get some of these bad boys on there. Alright, that one felt fucking alright. Got a good connection with the glutes. Just what I wanted. Got a little bit heavy for the last one. It's one thing when like training the glutes, I find personally there's a fine balance where you get really good muscle connection and then you're lifting too much and you can't really feel the muscles working. So when you're obviously training, you want to be able to feel the muscle. When you go too heavy sometimes, you sort of lose all that connection and you don't really get to isolate the muscle that well. Not that you should focus too much on like just isolating the muscle and just squeezing, but you want to be able to feel it and be able to connect with it. So you got to find out what works well for you. But I often find when you go too heavy, you sort of just lose it and it feels almost wasted. All right, last one. Come on. You're gonna feel the movement pattern. Yeah. Obviously, the way I look at it is, you're sort of telling the body what you're asking it to do. Yeah. So you're just like priming it for that movement itself. And adding the weight on, you just sort of then let your body adjust and let it know that you're gonna start putting more weight on. We're gonna get heavier, I want you to start working harder. And in doing that, your body starts firing up more muscle fibers. And that's when it comes into failure training as well. You know, there's a big question about, should you train to failure? And should you train to failure every set? No. If your main priority or whatever your goal is gonna dictate how hard you push for each set. If you're training for strength and you're doing like powerlifting or strength training, then going to failure every set is just fucking stupid. It's pointless. You wanna focus on quality and make sure you've got a little bit left in there. Generally, for the most part, for one, because you're dealing with heavy weights, you don't want to injure yourself or put yourself out because you're only going to go backwards. When you're doing a lot of heavy lifting, you know, you're pushing your body to limits all the time. And so you're more primed for an injury. Anyway, when you're fucking bodybuilding, you just want to get that fucking weight in fire the muscles up and break them down. Obviously quality work, don't overdo it with the weight. Lift what you can, but it's quality shit. And then absolutely destroy the shit out of yourself. I personally, I've just got it built in me that I fucking gotta kill myself every set or grind every set. Every time till the failure. The key thing is, in your workout, you wanna make sure you lift more and more weight overall in your workout, opposed to just lifting heavy for one set and then doing 2 shit sets. You wanna increase the overall poundage for the workout. So, go as heavy as you fucking can, get that warrior mentality going, grind your ass off through the set, and fire out them fucking muscle fibers. Let's get it going. There's so much I could talk about, you know, I could say so much. I was thinking, what have I got 10 minutes? Checking what's on the menu for next. Leg curls, get some hard sets into this. Probably one of my best machines for hamstrings. Just get such a fucking deep connection on this one. Hurts like fuck. I swear this caused me to not walk for like several days after. We get it though. Yeah, it's naughty. Absolutely throbbing still after the fucking set. Bastard. I feel like I could have done a little bit more on it. I'm a bit disappointed. Bastard. I'll do it up.
Why RDLs? Finish workout.
Why RDLs? It's fucking horrible exercise, isn't it?
Way to finish yourself off.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're just focusing shortening the muscle with deep contractions on the machine work. You know, doing the seated leg curls, focusing short on range so you can get nice short contractions. Whereas the RDL lengthens the hamstring out, so you're sort of like taking it through a loaded stretch movement. And also, it's a hip hinge movement. It's a big compound exercise. So like your squat is a big compound, focuses more on knee flexion. That's where the main driver is, where the main loading is. You're working a posterior chain now with a hip hinge movement. So we hit all the posterior chain, we hit hamstrings, glutes, lower back. Plus you get a bit of upper body involved as well while you're just trying to stabilize, but yeah, we'll load the hamstrings, we go heavy, see how it goes. Anyway, to add on to that, we don't want to be one of them guys in the gym that walk around looking like a pigeon. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big upper body with little fucking stick legs, man. We've got to hit the pins, man. We've got to work the legs. This is a no pigeon zone workout, this one today. Comes to sets, if you want to build muscle, there's obviously a certain few elements that you want to make sure you're hitting, criteria if you will. So obviously one, you want to make sure you get enough load on it, but at the same time you don't want to overload it and not even work the muscle and then bring other muscles in to assist that. So my way of attacking a set, focusing on the quality and getting the most out of it, I like to go heavy, but at the same time I like to make sure I feel the contraction. So I'll do a mixture of them both. So my first set, my top set, I usually go the heaviest. So now as my top set, I'm going to hit as heavy as I can for as many reps as I can in my rep range that I'm trying to hit. If I exceed over that rep range, I'm going to go until failure. And then that's my heavy loading done. My second set or my third set, depending on how many sets I'm doing, I'm going to focus a little bit more on the contraction work. So I'm going to back off the weight, we call it a back off set, and then I'm going to focus a little bit more on trying to connect with that muscle a little bit more and get deep contractions throughout the set, if you will. Typically, if I've got 3 sets, I'll do that on my last set and try and get higher reps. On my first 2 sets, I'll focus on loading and really fatigue the muscle mechanically. Remember though, when you're building muscle, the main thing you want to focus on doing, the main thing, as well as keeping quality, is you want to take the muscle to failure. The reason being is, if you don't take the muscle to its limits, it's got no reason to grow or adapt. And that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to create an adaptive response, yeah? So by taking it to failure, what you're doing is you're forcing the body to fire up every muscle fiber in that muscle to start working. And the more muscle fibers you stimulate, the more that muscle will grow. And that's if you're taking it to failure. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to fucking absolutely annihilate it, get everything firing. Got it. So that's the main bulk of the workout done. Don't forget, there's more to come from the channel. If you've got any comments, any questions or anything like that, leave a comment below. If you've got anything in particular you'd like to see in the next upcoming episodes, put your ideas in the comments also, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.